Welcome to Aurora. This is not a very graphical game, but it is incredibly addictive and a whole lot of fun. So I've played the early stages once or twice just to know what stuff does, but I still don't know everything. So I've got a lot to learn, and hopefully you guys will be able to help guide me through it. So we're starting here. We're going to game name is called Aylwick, and we're going to have the Aylwickien Federation. Short name is the Ale. Conventional start, so we had to learn the trans-Newtonian um, empire. Um, Everything else pretty much standard, starting without any NPCs at the moment. Um, and I think everything else is orbital motion for asteroids. Turn that on. Is this 1030, which gives you 10% chance every time you go into a new system. I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, 1030. That's what people put it on. So that's what we'll leave it on. Let's create this game. Race generation is done because it was only doing myself. And now it has to think about one or two other things, which it is in the process of doing for us right now. So the game itself is just a very basic menu system, really. There's a kind of a map thing which we'll have open most of the time, and that will give us the majority of our hints and tips of what's actually happening in the world. Um, Excellent, we are good to go. Don't think there's anything else we need to change on any of these. So let's select this game and get it underway. And there we are. There is the game. That is it. F3 gives you the map up. I'm running 3 screens, so we will occasionally see things come off the screen, and this is what we're going to be playing with. So let's get underway. Just trying to work out where the best position for the camera might be. Am I a little bit more out of the way over there? Let's see how we go. Okay, so this is the main screen that we're going to be dealing with. And the first thing we're going to do is go to the research tab. This research tab is the same button here, takes you to this screen here, but with all these different tabs. The research one is one we're going to be spending quite a lot of time with. One of the first things that we need to go to is researching some trans-Newtonian technologies. Got a few other things in different menus that are available. Minimum engine power for the power propulsion, nothing in there. Logistics, one or two few things there. Energy weapons, nothing else. Construction there. Genetics. So this is the one we're going to be looking for. Construction and production. Unfortunately, haven't got anyone specialised. These scientists here give you a bonus, and if you use the same thing, so this guy would be, Charlie here would be doing power and propulsion. If he's doing a power and propulsion product, he will earn 4 times the the amount of research, which is good for a bonus, especially when these bonuses get above 50%. It's massive. If he does something else, he'll just earn 15% bonus. When he's doing stuff, he will learn and his skills will increase. Maximum labs, at the moment we ain't got a problem, but later on, hopefully that will be a problem, that these guys will only be able to do a certain number of labs each. So of the ones we've got available there, we want to do trans-Newtonian technology. We don't have anyone in construction or production. More about how we can get more scientists later. And these are really useful specializations, but I'm going to choose the power and propulsion one because we used that a lot in our construction early on, in our research early on. And if he could upgrade his skills in the process, then that would be great. So we will create that and we'll give him all 5 labs. He's going to learn about trans-Newtonian technologies in 4.5 years. That's quite a long time. Not a lot we can do that, but he might learn and get better as he goes. So next thing we're going to look at is industry. So look at the summary screen first of all. This tells us about Earth. We've got 500 million people. This is where they're currently employed: agriculture and environment, service industries, manufacturing, and it's growing by 2.5%. No infrastructure is required because infrastructure is life support, if you like. So there's no problem with that. Manufacturing sector, we've got 1.1 million ship workers, some maintenance workers, some construction workers, some scientists, and 43 million available workers. Requested protection level is 100 and the actual protection level is 4,800. I think that must be... No, I don't know why. Anyway, normally it's 0. I think I might have left on the intercontinental ballistic missile sites. Maybe that's where they're getting that from. Either way, no problem. We got a military academy of level 1. That's where you employ or train everyone up in. One shipyard, one maintenance facility for 5. Conventional industry. Here we go. 1,000 conventional industry. Conventional industry will mine all these goods. Now these are the new minerals that we have discovered that has got us to this position where we can suddenly go, hey, we can do space travel now. Quantity, that's how much there is on Earth. Access, that's how easy it is, 1 being the best. So Tritanium, 239,600 units, really easy to get to. Brilliant, we get 1,000 units because we got 1,000 conventional industry. 263,100 at 0.9 of uranium. That's pretty good because that's quite a popular material. Bronide 0.4 is a bit of a worry. It's a bit low, not too bad. So we'll keep an eye on that. Stockpile, we got 100 of everything. And that's how many years until it runs out. Looks great at the moment, but once we start getting our industry going, that is not going to be very much. In the end, it's going to be, those numbers are going to go down. So what are we going to do with the industry? Well, we can no, we can't. Not at the moment. We can't. We will do later. Anyway, this is where the fuel production is done. Because we got 1,000 industries, we can refine 2 million litres of this fuel. This fuel, in fact, is thorium. That is our fuel. And we're looking to use 1,000 units per year. And we got a stockpile of 100. And we do about 600 a year. But we can do 1,000. So that's great. What we're going to do at the moment, well, like I said, we would like to upgrade our scientists, and the way where they get trained is these military academies. So can't build a great deal this very early on, so let's just put it all into the military academy. That'll take a couple of years, 2.5 years, and then we'll start producing more scientists and officers and people like that. Okay, shipyards. We got the White Marine Shipyard. This is a naval shipyard, and it, current slipway will do a 1,000 capacity. That's not very much. We probably want it about 6,000. So we'll add 5,000 capacity to that, make it 6,000. Probably might want to go even higher than that, but we'll start with that. And that's going to take 5 years to complete. So that's fine. We'll do that. What I'd also like to do, can we do it yet? It doesn't look like we can. Nope. Beyond installations, not quite sure why, but I'd like to build another ship that way, but maybe we have to wait for some technologies to be discovered before we can do that. Okay, that's all we're going to look at in this particular screen here. The next screen we're going to look at is important, is the commander screen, a little picture of a person. This is where we hire our leaders, if you like. So we go to civilian administrators, that's the one we want to look at mostly. And we want the governor of Earth. You need to be at least an A2. So, sorry, Mr. Ross and Parsons, you will not be eligible. The main thing that we're interested right now here is generally factory production, but mostly mining at this stage because we haven't got very many materials. Reese Hawkins, mining at 20% increase and factory production bonus of 10%. That's pretty good. Now, he's got a mining of 15, but his factory production bonus is 30%. That's quite a bit more. So I think he's probably the better choice. Yeah, but mining's important at the moment. So let's assign Reese at the moment. We'll probably, once we start doing some more construction work, we'll give Callum a go at it perhaps. The other thing that we can look at is naval officers and then staff officers. Commander in fleet headquarters. So that needs to be at least a rank 3, so that'd be a rank 1, 2, 3. Got to be a captain or above. We've actually got a Commodore already. Fleet movement initiative rating, fighter operations bonus, and logistics bonus. None of them are really making me too excited. Crew training rating, fleet movement initiative, survey bonus, and terraforming bonus for Zoe. Factory production bonus, mining bonus, espionage bonus, fleet movement initiative, and crew training. I don't know exactly how much this guy affects, but he's got a 10% mining bonus there, which I wasn't sure made any difference. Let's see whether we can see here. Let's just go forward now. I'll talk more about these turns. So annual production is until 900 over here, despite the increased mining of our civilian chap. He's got an extra 10% there. Well, let's assign him and then automatically assign everybody else. No, this hasn't increased a great deal there. Civilian should be getting a 20% bonus there. Callum was the one we were interested in, wasn't it? He's only got a 15% bonus, so that should drop it down, you'd think. Ah, I didn't do it properly. You had to click governor. So Callum is the one we are going to choose for the future. But Reese, governor of Earth, add it in. Yeah, so you are already in the fleet. Right, let's have a look at the industry now. Yeah, see, that has given us a bonus by having him as in control. Right, next, very basic controls here. Left, right, up, down, zoom in. And this is quite a full up um, scene. Yeah, see, we have got our missile bases there. So Earth, we're going to follow Earth. They're going to rotate around our sun, and these are some comets and such like, zooming in and out. That's about all we're going to say about that screen. We'll see more as the time progresses. The last thing I'm going to talk about here in this particular episode is the time increments. At the moment, we're totally paused, not doing anything. If I hit 5 seconds, we move on 5 seconds. 30 seconds, we move in 30 seconds, etc., etc. 1 hour, 3 hours, a day, 5 days, and then you see it tick round. Everything is on like a 5-day clock, so that it doesn't really do anything for 5 days, and then it'll jump the 5 days worth. And that's just so that it's everything can be worked out in one go sensibly. If I click the auto turn button and hit 5 days, it will automatically keep going on until I tell it to stop or something happens, and it will automatically stop when something happens. This screen here is called the events, and it tells you everything that's happened, even unimportant things. Various people have been assigned to various jobs. Various things have happened here, there, and everywhere. And at the moment, nothing of any interest has shown up. So we'll auto turn 30 days in chunks. You see it's paused. Something's happened. Material shortage. Here, we've run out of fuel for our construction of fuel. We've now got 500,000 litres of fuel. We're not using any of it. I'm going to stop that and let that build up a little bit. 1 second. Excuse me. I do apologise. I'm still getting over a bit of a cold. Can't shift it. So, where are we now? Fuel is the only thing that's run out. That's fine. We'll let that just stockpile for a little while. Also, we can color code these things. Oops. So things like material shortage, I want to jump out at me, so we're going to make that red, so we can now see it right in front of us. So let's jump on a few more 30 days. Round and round it goes. Not a lot's going to happen at the early stages because we haven't got any ships, we're not doing any surveying, there's no there's no research we could do until we found out more about these trans-Newtonian minerals that we found. We paused again. What's happened this time? Construction of a military academy has completed on Earth. Excellent. Let's go back to the manufacture screen. There we go. We've now completed that military academy, and there's still nothing else that we can really do until we finish that research. How are we getting on with that research? November 33. So still a year and a bit to go. Just want to check the sensors. Yeah, I can't do anything on the sensors either. See, his skill has gone up to 35 because he's been doing stuff with this. So that's really, really good. he's gone up to 35%, which has increased the amount of research he produces. And let's continue on just for a bit more. See some comments coming in. The tails on the back of these comments, that shows how much they've moved since the last turn. So things that are moving like these comments, you can see where they were last turn, so you can see where they're coming from. What's happened? Research completed. I'm going to change the background color of that to red, because I want that to highlight for me. So lots of stuff has happened. People have been recruited and leaving and stuff like that. People getting better at their jobs, but nothing that's game changing that we need to know about. But this one, the team on Earth, led by Charlie Goddard, has completed research into trans-Newtonian technologies. Here we go. This is where it starts really happening. Now that we've got that, we have got a whole bunch more stuff that we can research. Loads of stuff that we can research. For instance, geological surveys. So we can now research this. This will take us off to all the different bodies, and we can find out what is there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in this, and we are going to say thank you very much for watching this first episode. If you've enjoyed it, then please do subscribe and like the video. Leave me a comment to say what you liked, what you don't like, and look out for the next video. Let me know what you think of it and whether you want me to do any more of this. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.